Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to be checking out the TA7e from REVR. We're going to go ahead and unbox it, set it up, and show you what it looks like once we get it all set up here. Okay, so it looks like everything's packaged pretty well in here. Everything's got foam inserts on it, zip tied together. Nothing's floating in here or banging off anything, so looks like everything's very secure. So we'll go ahead and get everything out of here and then get the e-bike put together. So we got the e-bike out of the box, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you take it out of the box. Everything's zip tied. Looks like you've got your accessories and battery right there. So we'll go ahead and get everything on zip tied, put together, and show you the finished product here. We've got the e-bike all set up. It really only took me about 25 or 30 minutes to set it up, so it wasn't too bad at all. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna test it out for the next few days, and then I'll get back with you, tell you some specs on it, and show you some test riding with it. I'm excited to get it out there and test it out. It comes with the battery 3/4 of the way charged, it looks like there. I'm going to go over some of the specs with you guys of this brand new REVR TA7e off-road electric bike. I really like the looks of it. The red trim on the inner wheel wells and on the frame is really sharp looking. I think it's got a really sleek look to it. This e-bike is equipped with a 500 watt brushless motor and a 48 volt 18 amp hour removable battery. So right there's your motor, and then your removable battery is right there, and right here is where you charge it. That little rubber covers over it. Obviously, to allow power to get to your bike, you have to have that flipped on that mode. And with the key, you can actually take this battery off by sticking it in right there and twisting it. The battery slides right on and off. Right here is your battery indication light that if you hold that down, you can see right where your battery level is without actually turning the REVR bike on. So right now on the website, you can actually get this e-bike for $1,099, which is $500 off what it was originally listed at, which was $1,599. And you can get it in a few different color variations. Obviously, the black and the red I think is really sharp, which is why that's what I got. This bike comes with 26 by 4 inch Kenda aggressive fat tires. They have really good stability and grip, and they're puncture resistant. From start to finish, if this battery's almost dead, it'll take 6 hours for a full charge. And with a full charge, you can get up to 60 miles depending on how much you're using the pedal assist. It can go up to 20 miles an hour. That's just using the throttle. If you're doing pedal assist, it can go up to 28 miles an hour, and downhill, the sky's kind of the limit. You can go even faster. This entire bike's weight is 103 pounds, which is actually pretty light considering the size of the e-bike. Its payload capacity is 264.5 pounds. You've got an LED color display, which we can go ahead and turn on by hitting this button right here, and just like that, your display turns on. That shows you your speed in miles per hour, your odometer. You can toggle through the different modes and turn your headlight on. It's got an LED headlight in the back, as well as a tail brake or a tail light when you brake in the back. It's got hydraulic disc brakes, one on the back as well as one on the front, and they're super sensitive as well. That's one thing I really liked. You know, as soon as you press that brake in, you can feel the disc brakes clamping down, and you slow down rapidly depending on how hard you wrench on the brakes. This e-bike comes with a KMC corrosion resistant chain, as well as a 7-speed Shimano transmission, which is really smooth, by the way. When you're going through the different gears, you can hardly even feel or hear the fact that you're going through the different gears. You've got front fork suspension here that's aluminum, and you can adjust that just by twisting this top part of the suspension right there. I have mine set on kind of a medium, so you can feel the suspension when you're off-road really taking a lot of the brunt when you're going over rough terrain. And then you've got this center shock absorber is really noticeable when you're going over rough terrain. It really takes away a lot of that jerk motion from hitting potholes or rocks and stuff like that. So between the front fork suspension and this center shock suspension, you have a really smooth ride. Paired with a saddle seat that's got a really big cushion from the back, or the front to the back and the back to the front. That's actually kind of nice because, you know, when you have a typical seat, like bike seat, you're kind of stuck right where that seat is. With this one, you can kind of ride back if you want, or ride forward depending on what you prefer. It's got aluminum alloy handlebar, obviously with the LED display I showed you. Back front brake, you got a little bell, you're on off, and then right here you toggle through your pedal assist up to number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right here you have your twist throttle. Ooh, we almost took the bike off without me even on it. Overall, a really sharp looking bike, and it's one that I'm really excited to keep on using and keep testing out. One nice thing for going on the woodland trails like I'm going to be is this mud flap on the front and on the back. You know, these aggressive fat tires will be throwing a lot of mud going through mud puddles and stuff, and with this, it'll keep it off my back and off the e-bike itself for the most part. One thing that really stands out to me about this e-bike compared to other ones is how nice the front fork suspension is. It's extremely smooth and really takes shock absorption really well. Like when you hit a rock or, you know, a really big pothole or something, that front fork suspension really soaks up that absorption, as well as the suspension right under the saddle seat. That's kind of, if I were to say, you know, if there's one thing that kind of stands out to me, it would be that. One thing that's slightly annoying to me is the rattling noise of the back mud flap. I tightened it up as much as possible, but you can still hear it rattle when you're hitting bumps and stuff. It's just got a little bit too much play in it. Otherwise, so far, everything's really nice. I really like how bright the LED display is. It's super easy to see, whereas on some e-bikes in the sun, you can't see it very good. So far, I've been pretty impressed. We'll go ahead and go through the woods with it and see what we think of that. Really smooth ride even through the woods. Well, I spent the last few days testing out the REVR e-bike, and I've been really impressed with a few things and a few things that I don't necessarily love, but we'll go over the things that I love first, and that is the power and the takeoff, the torque behind this motor is pretty incredible. I mean, you go from sitting still to taking off right now. And the other thing I really love about it is the front fork suspension and the suspension right under the saddle seat. Really smooth ride. A few things that I don't necessarily love is the rattle. It really rattles when you're going, and I know what it is. It's this right here. It's hitting the back of this, and I have that up as high as it can go, and I still can't make it not rattle. The other thing that I don't necessarily love is the top end speed. I couldn't really get it over 20 miles an hour just on a flat surface, which, you know, is fine. Some people wouldn't be riding it that fast, but I'd like to go a little bit faster than that. When you're going downhill with pedal assist, I got it up to like 28, but you can really feel, you know, it just doesn't want to go any faster than that. So otherwise, it's an awesome e-bike. Certainly one that I would recommend if anybody's looking for an e-bike to get around. You know, it'd be perfect for back woodland trails on the road. I've been riding it all over the place. I've been hitting jumps with it. having a lot of fun. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Feel free to check it out. Thanks for watching, everybody.